Hi, it's Kevin May, the Editor-in-Chief of PhocusWire. Hello.
Hey.
Oliver Dlouhy, CEO of
Hi.
Kiwi.com. Thank you very much for joining us here in the PhocusWire studio. Welcome. Virtual interlining. Now, interlining's been around for a long time, connecting people on partnered airlines, but virtual interlining is something that, is it a technical challenge, do you think, or is it a partnership challenge?
Technical challenge and process challenge.
Okay.
So basically, to get the data to be able to build all of those itineraries, it's incredibly difficult to connect to all of these airlines to really get the right data at the right time. As you probably know, the flight prices are really volatile, so they fluctuate all the time. So to really get all of those things right took us many years. And then when it comes to processes, because we have this Kiwi.com guarantee, so if something goes wrong, customer misses the connecting flight, we have to cover it. So we need to make sure that, first of all, this doesn't happen so often. And when it happens, we have the best processes in place to fix it for the customer.
So, the classic interlining model is, as we say, it's agreements between airlines that want to work together. What kind of challenges have you faced when you've been trying to do this virtually, perhaps, you're facilitating it rather than an agreement with 2 airlines, 3 airlines, 4 airlines?
So the biggest challenge here is basically learning about that something went wrong, that the flight was delayed and the customer missed the connection. So initially we actually asked the customers to tell us about it, which is not perfect. So today we already have most of these cases automated. So if this happens, we are getting data from many sources. So we know actually about the delay of the flight before the flight lands. So once the customer turns on the mobile phone, they already received the message that they missed their connection. They already received the options, and if they select one option, they automatically receive boarding passes. They can just go to the front gate, and that's it. But it took us so many years of development to get there. It's really difficult.
And a lot of this involves the airports themselves. So we've just written a white paper in conjunction with Kiwi.com, and we interviewed at Stansted Airport in there. I mean, what kind of role, or how important is the role of the airports in all this?
Crucial. So we started without the direct participation of the airports.
Did you find that it was just not working out because you didn't have the help or the guidance of the airports, so that you then had to decide to get them involved?
So the biggest value the airport can contribute to this virtual interlining is the baggage check-through and facilitation of the transfer. Because currently that's actually the only difference between the virtual and the standard interlining, at least when we are doing that. The customers have to recheck the baggage at the connecting airport. And this is a big issue because, first of all, it increases the minimum connecting time. So the connections are not so convenient. And of course, the customer has to go through security again and stuff like that. So it's not really convenient. So airports are going to play a key role in fixing this and in making this more convenient for the customer by transferring the bag from one flight to another.
So does that mean that this only ever works perfectly when you do have the cooperation of the airports, and some routes are just going to be great for this, and some routes you're probably not even going to try and sell that one because the airport's going to be an absolute nightmare because they've got to go from Terminal 1 to Terminal 5 or something like that?
That's right. That's how we already operate. So today, exactly when the terminals are too far away, the minimum connecting time is the connecting time is too low. We just don't sell such an itinerary, or we sell it as an itinerary where it's not possible to add bags.
Okay, right, that's interesting. So it's great that you've got this technology and you've got some airlines that are buying into it and airports, etc. What's the consumer demand for it though?
Huge.
Okay.
Well, the consumer demand is not for virtual interlining. They don't care whether it's virtual interlining or normal.
At least what it's called.
Exactly. But basically, we are connecting origins and destinations which no one ever before connected, or they have been connected but not in a convenient way for the customer. So it's a long tail. It's always going to be a long tail, but the long tail is very, very long. Because we cannot really compete with mostly with ONDs where there is a direct connection. Because usually, if there is a big demand, there is a big competition. The prices for direct flights are pretty low. But majority, we have 5,000 airports in the world, so that means 25 million ONDs eventually. So for more than, for vast majority of these ONDs, there is no direct connection, and this is our market.
Okay. You got 400, more than 400 developers.
That's right.
How many total staff?
2,400.
Wow.
Yeah, it's a lot of people.
So that, I mean, do you still consider yourself a startup?
Of course, yeah.
There's not many startups with 2,400 employees.
Look at Uber, for example.
That's true. Yeah, no, it's interesting. Okay, well, Oliver, thank you very much for talking to us today.
Thank you, Kevin.
Thank you.
Thank you.